depression, telling no. Self-hatred, oh, telling no, yeah. Mental illness, telling no. Diabetes and cancer, oh, telling no. Depression, telling no. Self-hatred, oh, telling no, yeah. Mental illness, telling no. Diabetes and cancer, oh, telling no. Telling no. You're dealing with depression.
Grandest of risings, everybody. Big shout out to our guy, King Shy, for that beautiful body of work. We can't let y'all listen to all of it because it has not been released yet, but we let y'all listen to a little bit of it because he's just bomb like that, okay? Big shout out to King Shy. Go ahead and tag a friend and let them know that you are watching the vettegreen show right now, everybody. While I share this, we have a lot to talk about today, bro, and thank you so much for joining me on this day. Grand rising to you, baby. Grand rising to you. I asked my bro and partner in this thing, Franklin, to join me on this very important show because we have a lot to talk about, including this case that's up on the screen. A jury has awarded $95 million to a father of a man who was beaten to unlife in the Erie County Holding Center. We're going to talk about this and why it seems to be a race thing in certain aspects, why we are not treated the same as our counterparts. So we're going to get into that and more. How was your weekend, bro?
Oh, man, busy, staying busy with it. In my creative bag, creating a lot of things, with the artwork thing and a lot of prep work, a lot of meetings. A lot of meetings. Staying busy, staying positive, staying focused,
Yeah. We're also going to talk about Jalen Griffin. If you have been rocking with us, we've spoken about Jalen, who went missing in 2020 before. He has been found. Rest peacefully. We're going to get into that conversation as well as about what we have coming down the pipeline, here in the summer of 2024. Definitely looking forward to that Pittsburgh Juneteenth. That's going to be something different, bro. I am excited about that. That is going to be something different. How did you even find out about it? How did you hear about it? And will this be your first time at the Pittsburgh Juneteenth?
Yeah, my first time at the Pittsburgh Juneteenth. I'm networking with the guys running it, B Marshall. Me and him be chopping it up a little bit. I'm just networking with him because he do a lot of positive things, stop the violence movement out here in Pittsburgh, and him and 12 other people that he's connected with come together and do this every year. They've been doing it now for, I think they started right in the beginning of the pandemic, and they canceled that first one they did, and they had to recap after that, but then they've been doing it ever since, and it's going very well, and they got the whole city of downtown. They gave them the whole city of downtown, and then it's positive. It's a free event, not a lot of food, a lot of games for the kids, little carnival for the kids. It's a real big thing, you know what I mean? And he's bringing a lot of acts. He does the first thing he'd done before this was the Soul Food Fest and the Gospel Fest, and this is just added on to what they got going on for all the festivals in the downtown area of Pittsburgh. So I'm definitely going to support and do what it do, and I told him we would support it on our platform. So that's what we do. We're showing love to the Stop the Violence movement.
Definitely looking forward to that. Grand rising, everybody. I'm trying to get my mind on the mid-morning show because we have the morning show and then we have the mid-morning show that this baby has been cooking for a while, everybody. When I tell you, hey, Lola, I see you out there, Queen. This baby has been cooking for a while, but I'm glad that she's finally being birthed.
Yes, yes, yes.
Finally being birthed. So we do have a lot to talk about. I first want to get into the story about Walmart. Walmart may owe you some money. A lot of
Mm.
us shop at Walmart. A lot of us
Mm-hmm.
shop at Walmart. And there is a class action settlement that, if given approval by a Florida court, you may be able to get some money back, up to $500 in compensation, if you
Mm.
purchase some meat or seafood products known as weighted goods
Mm.
or bagged citrus at
Mm.
Walmart
Mm.
around between October 19th, 2018 and January 19th of this year. So the day after my birthday, everybody,
Mm.
you may be eligible to file a claim. Even those who do not file a claim, you're not going to be affected or anything like that. So let's talk about what this Walmart settlement. Let's get right into it because we have a lot. Hey, baby, we have a lot more to talk about. Hey, Queen. Yes,
Yes,
it feels good to be back, Lola. Oh my goodness, it feels so good to be
yes,
back. I can't wait until your baby is birthed and you can
yes,
get back up there,
yes.
doing what it is that you do. I cannot wait. So let's talk about this Walmart settlement and if you qualify. So right now, what Walmart did to resolve this class action settlement complaint, it was filed by Vasilios Kukorinas, a Walmart
Mm.
customer who lives in Tampa, Florida. And what it's
Mm.
alleging is that Walmart used unfair and deceptive business practices, such as inflating the weight of certain products. They may
Mm.
mislabeled it, overcharging for clearance products. Listen, some people may have worked at Walmart and y'all seen it being done. After this story broke, I heard a lot of different stories about this. Walmart,
Mm.
I'm glad that you decided to, go. If approved, they'll be paying. So what they're saying
Mm-hmm.
is that we were being deceived as the consumer. We were
Mm.
being deceived. Have you ever gone into a grocery store and you bought a 5 pound bag of potatoes?
Right,
You're assuming that it's a 5 pound bag of potatoes
right,
that you're
right,
charged for that 5 pound bag of potatoes or oranges. I just bought
right,
a big bag of oranges the other day, and I'm assuming that the weight that they told me I'm buying, I'm purchasing, is that's what's in there.
right,
But being alleged is that that was not always being done, and sometimes they also items that were supposed to be on clearance, they put them up there for the regular price. Or they
right,
tried, this happened, we talked about this actually around Christmas time, Black Friday.
right, right.
A lot of those items, the televisions and stuff, they'll
Mm-hmm.
say, oh, this is the Black Friday price, $200. When in essence, that's the regular price. There's no Black Friday price. You're charging me the regular price.
Right, right.
Listen, a lot has been going on. My mom always say, what they'll do is they'll charge you the same price but make the product smaller. And it seems
Mm.
like that's what was going on. So what
Mm-hmm.
they're saying is that that customers were paying more than the product's lowest advertised price per pound.
Mm.
So if the lowest advertised price was $1.99, in some instances, some people may have been paying, $3. And I'm just over exaggerating the
Right.
amount. But that's what they're alleging was being done. That
Mm-hmm.
the consumers, the customers were paying more than the product's lowest advertised price
Mm-hmm.
per pound. They're
Right,
also saying that the practices were not in line with Walmart's mission statement, which is to help people around the world save money and live better.
right,
That was their mission statement. And they're saying that, okay, Walmart, this is what you're saying, but are you practicing what you preach?
right. That part.
So, yeah. So Walmart is denying that they had anything wrong to do, but they have agreed to settle the case to avoid the risk and the uncertain outcome because they know Walmart is a huge, huge
Mm-hmm.
company. Everybody, hey, mommy.
Your mom's in the building.
Hey,
Okay.
baby.
What are they giving the consumers from that mistake that they're admitting?
That they, so they're paying up to $500 per class action for each single customer. So if it's you and your wife, you could get up to $1,000 because it's for so the maximum compensation for one customer is $500. But that amount may also change. It depends on the claims. So it depends on the claim. So let me just go into how you apply for this settlement. You have to submit a claim, and the claim has to be submitted by June 5th. Now, what you can do is do a simple internet search for Walmart class action suit, and I'll also put it in the chat. I'll put it in the chat and on the morning show page on how you submit a claim. Again, it has to be submitted by June 5th. You have to provide receipts or proof of purchase or other documentation that substantiates what you purchased and how much you actually paid for it. So you can't just say, because mostly 99.99% of people shop at Walmart, but you have to keep your receipts. So if you are a person that do not keep receipts, well, you may not be able to, submit substantial claim.
Yeah, it's good to have digital receipts, man, because you can set that up on the app on your phone, and you can, when you get your product and everything, they can pretty much get the app, whatever app you're shopping. Even though you shopping in the store, you can open the app and they can tell you to send a receipt through the app or through your email. It's better to have an email and have it on file, or you can save it in the app in the folder too. So you can always do that too. You don't have to have a paper app, paper receipts all the time. Yeah.
I like that. Now I get my receipts. Hey, cuz, hey, Cece, hey, Lance, love, how are you?
Yeah.
Definitely,
I
haven't forgotten, Lance. I'm going to be reaching out to you. Bam Fam again. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Hey, King Shot. I'm just seeing the names up here as well as trying to keep in line because we're only here for an hour. And I know Joker just got off one show and producing another show.
Always working.
So you will need to provide proof of purchase of what you purchased and how much you paid. They will then, and I'm getting this information from the Washington Post, but you can also do again internet search, and it will bring you to the stories. You will then be entitled to receive 2% of the total cost of those products, but it's capped at $500. So for those of you who consistently shop at Walmart, you may have spent a lot more than $500, but unfortunately there is a cap at $500. So what they're saying is that you're entitled to receive 2% of the total cost of those products. So for instance, if you spent $20 on oranges or whatever, you're only going to get 2% of that total cost back. And again, it's capped at $500. Approved customers can still be eligible for compensation payment, even if you did not keep receipts. For examples, if you said that you purchased up to 50 pounds of oranges at a Walmart during the settlement, then you can get up to $10. So without a receipt, you can get up to $10. But if you want additional, that up to $500, which I'm sure, listen, we shop at Walmart. Joker, you talked about before how you and your wife shop at Walmart.
All the time. Shop at
Walmart, so I'm sure you probably have been affected.
Let me be vulnerable with this thing, man. I've been on the last pass. I'd say about last pass. I think since the pandemic, I'm beginning to hate to shop at Walmart for some reason. You know what I mean? It's always something. We've been shopping at Aldi's lately. Ever since we got rid of the car. And we are changing up on our finance because we work for ourselves, people. We got to balance things out. You know what I mean? So now I'm like, now we have to shop at Walmart, but they do deliveries and stuff like that through the Uber Eats and all that. But I like Aldi's. You know what I mean? But I'm really not really. I like to shop at Walmart for certain things. As far as food shopping, I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate it.
I'll go like we were talking about the chicken wings. My mom likes flats. Mommy likes flats. Yes. So I'll go for something like that. My spices, I'll go to Walmart because you can find a lot of the spices there. Hey, beautiful cuz.
Yes,
I see you out there. Things like that. Fruit, definitely fruit.
Yeah.
So I'm probably one of the
Yeah, I
ones.
like their produce. Their produce stepped their game over their produce. I love their produce. Especially when in Albuquerque, their produce was off the chain. 'Cause we right there by California, so we was getting the fresh
Mm,
cherries, we was getting the
ooh,
fresh
I bet.
watermelon, and we was getting the honeydew was off the chain. So I liked that. But once you more farther we get to the east, we get the leftovers. We get the scraps. Y'all be if you're looking at a good produce out in Buffalo, I'll say Wegmans. Or
Or
if you're not,
Arby's.
if you're Aldi's, if you don't have that around you, Whole Foods is the next best thing. Yeah, yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
yeah, my daughter loves Whole Foods. Kanisha said fruit and vegetables is all the bulk stuff, no meats. Yeah, yeah,
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah. So members of the same household can apply for the settlement, but they must prove that they made the purchases separately. Come
Okay.
on now.
All
Yeah.
right.
So
Okay.
what are the next steps? And again, I'm getting this story out of the Washington Post. So what they're saying is after eligible customers submit your claim online, objections or requests to opt out, a claims administrator will process them to decide who is eligible and how much you should be paid from the settlement fund. Now, keep in mind, everybody, this is settlements, action settlements are not handled overnight. I think it took maybe 2 years for me to from submitting the claim on
Hmm.
Facebook.
Hmm.
Facebook just did a settlement a couple of years ago
Hmm.
when I was in Illinois. They were,
Hmm.
doing something with our information. It took about 2 years for me to get that, but
Hmm.
they sent close to $400 for that.
Hmm.
And they have another one, Snapchat also. There's a
Hmm.
few
Yeah, I
class
know.
action
I just got an email. They didn't send my money yet, but they sent me email saying from get my banking information. So I probably might get something from
settlement.
Facebook. I should be getting something from Facebook soon. Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
good that
because
you
I
got
see they
yours.
extended it.
Yeah. Yeah. When did they send yours?
Oh, so Facebook, it was just the state of Illinois.
Okay.
It was a
They did.
privacy
Okay.
law.
Yeah.
That
This
was
right here is for Albuquerque.
2022,
This for New Mexico.
Albuquerque.
So yeah. So I just sent my banking information like maybe 3 weeks ago.
Mm,
I think they're going state to state. So now they doing. I was in New Mexico at the time, so now they're going to send me mine soon. Yeah, yeah. That's
yeah.
dope. That's cool.
Yeah, Illinois, they have some serious privacy laws. I don't know all of them, so I'm
Hmm.
not going to get into it. But Snapchat, if you lived in the state of Illinois and you use Snapchat filters, there was a class action suit that was paid last year,
Hmm.
22 January of 2023. We all got like $17
Hmm.
if you were using Snapchat and you were living in
Right.
the state of Illinois. But
Hmm.
Facebook, yeah, that was definitely close to $400. And then they had
Hmm.
another one that they did, and they opened it all. As a matter of fact, let me look at it. Facebook class
Hmm.
action suit as we are moving on. Facebook class action, yeah. So you can still sign up, I do believe. Let's see. Yep. So in October 2023, the court approved the Facebook class action privacy settlement of 725 million. Now I did that one. I think I signed up for that one in
Hmm.
January of last year. And you see they
Yeah, I
just
signed. Yeah.
you
Yep, I
signed
signed
up
up for
for that
mine.
one?
Yep, yep. And then they just sent me an email for my banking information, so I should be getting something in the next 90 days. They say.
Yeah. Oh, that is so okay. So we should be receiving payment between April 2024 and May. So okay, that should be nice. That should
Hmm.
definitely be nice. And
It
you
did.
had until August of last year to sign up for that one.
Yep.
Yeah, these class.
So I got my banking information saying the next 90 business days I should have something in. You know what I mean? In the ching ching.
Gotcha. I know that's right. I know
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right.
So yeah.
So moving on, everybody, this story, and thank you for bringing this to my attention, mommy. This story is crazy. Imagine if you went to a hotel and you paid $200 for the room for one night, but you stayed based off of that $200 for years. For years. So a man paid, and this is
Mm.
being reported by the Business Insider, but you can also, again, do an internet search. Man who paid $200 for one night and lived at this famous New York City hotel for years. Now he could possibly go to jail. So Mickey Barretto, he booked a one-night stay at this New York City hotel in 2018. 2018, y'all, for $200.57. He stayed and paid no rent for 5 years. 5 years because of a local housing law that's in New York City. Now, listen, what I learned also is New York City is like their own state. They have their own laws. They have their own laws. Did you know? Listen, did you know if you lived in New York City and you were caught committing adultery, that is a misdemeanor? Exactly, bro.
I get it. I get it, but
cheaters beware. Oh yes, I cannot wait. We are going to go more.
Now, okay, now if you're married, okay, I get it. It makes sense.
New York City, though, not New York State, because I'm like, wait a minute, what is in the city? If you reside in New York City, and the law is changing, that's why I brought it up. It was a misdemeanor in the past if you committed adultery. If you are married and cheating,
that need to be worldwide. To be honest with you, I think they need to push that more.
Any of y'all know that?
I'll vote for that. I'll vote for that. Because I take marriage real serious. Now, if you're not married, okay, do what you do. But if you're married, I'm very strict in that area. I don't play no games when it comes to that part.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't play that. Yeah, I'm a married man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just to let y'all know. I'm a married man, so I'm with it. You know what I mean? I'm very loyal and faithful to my wife. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So Walmart, there's a class action suit right now against Walmart. And Walmart actually has decided to settle, and they can pay customers up to $500 if you have the receipt. So what the allegations are is that Walmart was inflating the prices. They were inflating the prices. They were charging us. Say you went and bought a 5-pound bag of potatoes. You paid for a 5-pound bag of potatoes, but you really only got a 3-pound bag. This is what was being done. Also, a lot of us go shopping during Black Friday. I remember when my kids were younger, I used to always go shopping Black Friday thinking that those were sales, but they really weren't. These were regular prices, but they inflated. They made it seem as if we were getting a sales, but we really aren't. Right now, you can go and buy a 65-inch for what, $250? A 65-inch television for $250. But during Black Friday, they made it seem as if they were giving us this really great deal, but they really weren't. And a lot of companies are being exposed for this. They said we talked about it last Christmas time on the morning show. We talked about it. Yep. See, cuz I'm sure, especially with the babies, you get all types of deals. So we think, but are they really deals? That's the thing.
Now this year, I don't think I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do a lot of outside shopping. I'm gonna do more online Black Friday deals. Because I noticed in Walmart, I think we said a little bit about this too. Now Walmart online was cheaper than the prices that was on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? But I know somebody had got like a tablet, something from Walmart, and it said you was getting a deal for like $157. And that was the original price, but you go online, it was on sale for $119.99 on the website. Not, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean?
A lot of times they do that. They will, because it costs them to put the products on the shelf, but if they just get it off their warehouse shelf, less cost.
Right. So I seen that on the website. That's why I'm like, I'd rather go online and shop, because the Black Friday really starts on November 1st online. So you can actually do the order then, but your order would be there prior to the Black Friday or earlier. You know what I mean? It takes a little longer to get there. It won't get there that week. It'll get there within that week of Black Friday. You'll have it in the mail. Yeah, so that's a new thing that they're doing, and I think that's dope. You
So
know what I
we're
mean?
going to continue this story about Mr. Mickey Barretto and how he paid $200 for this hotel room and was able to live there from 2018, everybody, 2018. And this is because of it's a law that they have, a housing law.
Mhm.
And then not only did he stay there, but he also attempted to claim ownership for this hotel. Listen,
Okay.
he got real with it. He got real with it. But we will be we will be right back, everybody. Make sure you stay tuned. We have to talk about this, and we're also going to talk about Jalen Griffin. If you have not seen, they did find his body. We've talked about it here on the morning show on the Green Links Media platform. We've been talking about it. I just want to say rest peacefully. Send our
Yes.
support over to the family. Send our support over to Karima because she was on the grounds with this thing. She really was. Western New York
Mm,
missing and exploited people. I hope I'm not saying that name wrong. But we're going to get into that, everybody.
yes.
So, as Wendy Williams would say, grab a snack and come on
Come
back.
on back, y'all. Come on back right here on the vettegreen show. Yes, no doubt.
June in Pittsburgh.
Get ready for the biggest Juneteenth celebration in the nation. June 14th through the 16th in downtown Pittsburgh. It's an all-star lineup with special musical guests, Freeway and Beanie Siegel. Also featuring Brownstone, Stokely, Kiki Wyatt, Arrested Development, Kelly Price, The Blackbirds, El Bonner, and more. June 14th through the 16th in Pittsburgh. Get there.
Yeah, no doubt. Yes, that's gonna be a good one right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is. I
Yeah.
cannot wait. I am so excited about that. Well, continuing on with this story, thank you for that, Joker. I am so excited. Thank you for letting us know. And anybody else that may be going out to the Pittsburgh, yes, I do know that we have an awesome Juneteenth here in Buffalo. Buffalo is actually one of the headliners as far as Juneteenth. We were doing it before the country caught on. You know,
Mm,
Buffalo had been doing it for a while. But I also think that, or know that we, as far as Green Links Media, hey Sid, as far as Painted Drip, we need to get out there. Hey Tyreek, thank you so much for joining this morning. We need to get out there and network. I heard you say something about networking earlier today on
yeah,
the morning show.
yeah.
There's no work if you don't network or something like that.
That's
You
right.
had
It's
said.
called network. And I mean that net means you taking the net out there and bring the people in, and then you got to do the work.
Mm,
Network. Yeah,
I
yeah,
like that. I like
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's right.
So the allegations is that Mickey Barretto, he fraudulently claimed ownership of one of New York City's most iconic landmarks, y'all. When I tell you, I guess this is called white collar crime. I don't know.
Mm,
And it is the New Yorker Hotel. This man allegedly
mm.
tried to say that he not only owned the hotel, but also tried to charge other people rent for this hotel.
Wow.
Now, some of the people that stayed there, this is a really famous hotel, Muhammad Ali, John F. Kennedy. So what happened is that this dates back to 2018, and he learned about New York City's rent stabilization code. And what that is that if you generally, and this is, you can go on New York State website, and generally in New York City for a hotel, single room occupancy or rooming house to be subject to the rent stabilization code, It must have been constructed on or before July 1969 and contains 6 or more housing accommodations. So what this does is that it stabilizes the rent, meaning that your rent will not go above this amount. And he used this. The occupant of a hotel or rooming house may only be protected by rent stabilization if he or she becomes a permanent tenant, which he's saying that he did. A permanent tenant is an individual or his or her family member residing with an individual who has continuously resided in the same building or principal residence for at least 6 months. For at least 6 months. Now, mind you, he paid $200.57 for one night. He stayed 5 years. Could you imagine? I hope during all of this time he was saving up his coins.
Yeah, hope yeah.
Imagine if he paid $200 rent for 5 years. Do you know how much money?
So my thing is this: he had to bring the proof. What proof did he? My question: what proof did he bring to the table for this? You know what I mean? What documents you have to show to the hotel clerk that you can stay here for free for 5 years? What was the paperwork? What did it look like, and how do you do it?
Exactly, bro. It is a glitch in the law. It is a glitch in this law. Yes, it is, everybody. Am I still there?
Yeah,
It is a glitch in the law that he's trying to. So some of.
I'm not saying it ain't true. I want to know what
he
steps
did
to take for him to be at this hotel for that long and only paid $200.57. That's all I want to know. You know what I mean? Because there's steps to this, and there's also documents that you got to bring to the table. And that's me knowing business, and me been knowing business for a while. You have to have some form of proof of a law of documents of something.
So what he did is he paid that one fee, that $200.
Okay.
And then what that law, this rent stabilization code, what it does is it grants tenants who lives in these rooming houses the right to request a 6-month lease. And this is what he did.
Okay. What documents did he show?
Yeah. So in June 2018, he checked into the room and he paid the one night. What he did was the following day, he requested a 6-month lease from the hotel and he was evicted right away. He was evicted. So, but what happened, and he's from California, but he's also into those conspiracy theories, allegedly.
Okay, I understand that.
So what he did was he took the building's owner to housing court. Have you ever heard of squatters? Have you ever heard of you've seen the Dateline where you have squatters, they actually go into these people's houses and they can't be evicted? This is kind of one of those things.
Oh, yes, that law is in New Mexico. It's crazy. I'm telling you my story after she finished. Okay.
So because I guess the representative for the hotel, which is the Holy Spirit Association for the Unification of World Christianity. That's the name of the building's owner. So when they went to court to legally, one showed up. What happens when a person doesn't show up? They automatically side with.
So the people from the hotel or the owner or management didn't show up to court. Oh, that's their mistake then. That's their boo boo.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
They probably didn't take it serious.
Yeah.
Would you know? What you think about?
I mean,
this is outlandish.
If you don't know the law, you just don't know the law, and you might not take it serious. I get that, but then it's consequences behind those things. You know, same thing with in Albuquerque about the homeless people. Let me tell you what happened in Albuquerque, New Mexico, people.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, you can own the property. Say you got a house, vettegreen, the Queen. You got a property. You got a fence around your house. You know what I'm saying, for paying on them to run around and stuff. All right. and you got a piece of property that don't have a fence to it, but that's like your area. You might want to plant flowers or something. You might want to make things pretty. But guess what? In the laws of New Mexico, a homeless man can put a tent right there. A homeless man can put a tent right there, and guess what? You can't kick them out your property in the laws of New Mexico, because they have the right to find a place to sleep as being homeless in the state of New Mexico. Now tell me, is that crazy? Is that crazy?
It's crazy, bro. People are there are so many scams out there as far as this housing market, and it's very similar to what happened. It's very similar. So the representative didn't show up for the hotel. Nobody showed up. You can be in Albuquerque and someone decides that they want to pitch a tent literally in your yard.
In your yard, in front of your yard, with your fence. Your property is maybe another 10 feet where you used to plant flowers. You just bought the house, and all of a sudden, a year after that, somebody put a tent right there, and you call the police, and then the police be like, he has the right to be there. I pay taxes and I bought this house for $360,000 paid off, and that's my property. I can't kick him out.
That's crazy. Man, Franklin, this man even went as far as to register the hotel under his name with the city's Department of Environmental Protection to try and get the hotel's bank accounts. Like he went there. He went there. He filed papers with the city claiming to be the building's owner. That's when the DA finally stepped in. After all of this time, the DA finally stepped in. So he's
been there all this time. It took him this long to figure it out.
Still waiting trial. And to top it off, guess who he claims to be? Guess who he claims to be related to, y'all?
Who he related to?
Who else steals property? The
Trump?
Biggest thief of stealing property. It may be his cousin, Christopher Columbus.
Oh my God. Yeah, and I know what, CC, Queen of Green. This happens all the time. It does, because it's so many. I watch a lot of TikTok videos and a lot of things that people be live on about. You can drive without a license. You know, that's in the law, and they be going live, and they do it. They be live on social media, and actually they get away with it because that's the actual law. It's a lot of information that we don't know about. Yeah, but why would you take the time to do this? You got a lot of time on your hands. Like, who would sit there and actually, okay, I understand it's the law, but no.
How did you come up with that? Right. Like, you are really scheming this much that you are trying to take a whole hotel. Okay.
Like, come on, what makes you want to take the time to...
Wow. Yes. Like, this is really going on, everybody. This is really going on. See, man, he paid $200.57. And then in another move, he claimed when they took him to jail, guess where he called? Guess where his one phone call was?
What was his phone call?
To the White House.
I
can't make this stuff up, y'all.
I can't make this up.
Make this stuff up.
Unbelievable. But he lived there for all this time, though. That's what I'm still stuck on that part.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still stuck on that part. Like, you, for all that time, you pay one time. You didn't pay weekly, day, whatever it may be. You paid one time and stayed there for free.
$200 for 5 years.
For
How
5
can you
years?
break it down into 5 years? Is that even a penny a day? Is that even a penny a day?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So he stayed there all of that time, and they just arrested him. The police just arrested him this February. And he's facing fraud charges and possible jail time. Will he go to jail? I doubt it, y'all.
I doubt it. No. You know what I mean? But when it comes to like laws like this that people do, you a different type of color. And I'm gonna say this, but it's also in the law that we don't know is, as being the color we are, we're not allowed to be involved in them type of laws, even though it's in the law. So if y'all do your research more deeply as being colored, you'll see that's still in the law today. So that's why we can't move how we move. Some still move because of they might know more of the information, but why would you take the time and space of your life to do this just to be a I'm gonna say an a-hole? Like it's pretty much what it is. Even though it's in the law, you just be ignorant at the same time. Like why would you put your family in jeopardy in laws like this? Even though it's in the law. Why would you do that? I wouldn't do that. Even though it's the law, I wouldn't do that. Because there's always a loophole somewhere. And one of them loopholes is because you're black. So, just saying.
That part, bro.
Just saying.
That part.
Yeah.
So let's get into this discussion. This is so very sad.
This right here?
It happened not too far. Yeah. So a jury has awarded $95 million. Now, bro, you brought this attention. You brought this story to my
right.
attention.
Yes. Let me go.
$95 million to the father of a man who was beaten in the Erie County Holding Center in 2012. $95 million.
Yes.
The money was awarded to the family of Richard Metcalf, who was strangled and severely beaten by officers while being held. This is not the first time that something like this has done, but it does go into play.
He was arrested in 2012 in Depew after he allegedly broke into a catering business that he worked at. Yeah, and following arguments that the state report in 2016 indicated that the officer placed a spit mask on him after he chewed and threw it up in the pillowcase. Wow. Was loosely over his head. Reports state that the mask was tight, that it caused him to probably not to breathe and killed him.
Wow. It required scissors to remove, but by the time it was cut off, he had stopped breathing and his heart had stopped. He was unlike 2 days later.
Yeah, according to the report, he was beaten by deputies while in custody.
Yeah.
Wow.
So $95 million. Not that you can put a dollar amount on anyone's life, but it does seem to question why the life of a black person and the life of a white person is so different. The amount that they believe that we are worth compared to what our counterparts are worth. Why do you feel like it's such a big difference, bro?
If you do in the research and study that, I can break it down in different ways, but I think that could be a different type of show. But if you do research on who we are as black people, those who study African studies, or who we really are as far as the Bible and education, you'll see in the science level that we have jewels of our organs that other race do not have. And so, and me to say all that, our valuables is almost like you're going to a gold mine finding a diamond. So, and if you do the research, that's super facts. If you do studies, if you are black, half black, and you want to know your inheritance and you want to know the history of who we are, it's deeper than just saying who was your family. It's more than just that. Yeah.
One of these days, we are going to be seen as just as valuable as everybody else. It is so sick. And not to say that family should not be awarded something. I think at this point, it just needs to be a whole entire revamping, starting at the top. Revamp the entire system, starting at the top. $95 million compared to what if it was somebody, you or I, if we would have gotten $1 million.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't have got nothing, you know.
Yeah.
If they would have
And
gave
the
us
way
something, they would have gave us 50,000 or something like that.
And the way they come up with some of these calculations is that they say, okay, Franklin Stewart is going to make X amount of dollars over his lifetime. He also has this amount of kids. This is what the children would have, this is what they are going to miss out on because he's no longer here. So this is part of where they came up with that $95 million. Now, had that been Franklin or I, first off, our family probably would have been fighting for $1 million. And that's just the truth of the matter. It's a sad situation, but that's just the truth of the matter. You know, one of these days we're going to be seen as human because we are. We bleed the same blood as everybody else. And yes, we are worthy. We are worthy. And I'm going to leave it at that. Because we're going to be getting out of here in a little while. And I do want to touch on this story about Jalen Griffin. Rest peacefully. I've been tracking this story for about 3 years now. This is actually how I even came to know Karima and get introduced to her social media presence and what it is that she does for us, as well as, other parties. If you do not know, I'm going to play a clip of Jalen Griffin's father and how he reacted upon finding out that his son was found. His death is being ruled a homicide. They found his body right here in South Buffalo on Friday. It was 4 years ago that he went missing. 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Why is it that I don't get it, bro. Why is it that our kids are not protected? I do not get it. So let me pull up the video, everybody. I'm going to share my screen. My system is running a little slow here. I do apologize. And I do have to say, this video may be triggering to some. If that is you, please feel free to turn it off and just come on back, okay?
Tragic case.
The body of Jalen Griffin, a young boy from Buffalo, has been found more than 3.5 years since he first went missing in the Queen City.
News Force Jeff Preval sat down with Jalen's father and has the details on this tragic case.
Yeah, absolutely tragic. No doubt about that. Kelsey and Dave, for nearly 4 years, Jalen Griffin's family, police, and community leaders have questioned where could he be. Well, tonight we spoke to Jalen Griffin's father on the discovery of his son. Jalen Griffin was last seen August 4th, 2020, when he was 12 years old. He left his home on Warren Avenue on the east side to go to a corner store and vanished. With the help of the FBI and state police, the case has been handled by the Buffalo Police Special Victims Unit.
They conducted that investigation that began immediately, which included a significant amount of and exhaustive efforts, searching numerous homes, locations, searching with cadaver dogs, fields. They also conducted coordinated grid searches.
Community groups have done their own searches across the city and out of state.
I'm reminded by his mother, Joanne Ponzo, who on her dying bed said, "Don't stop looking for my son."
Tragically, the search for Jalen came to an end Friday in the 100 block of Sheffield Avenue in South Buffalo, where officers responded to a report of a dead body.
It's an occupied structure that somebody was in the house with a valid reason.
The body, which police say had been there for a long time, was positively identified to be Jalen Griffin, a confirmation that was made through dental records. No arrests have been made.
But now we have more questions. Who was so inhumanly disgusting to kill a baby.
Jalen's father wants justice and has questions as well.
They said they found the body Friday, the court Friday or whatever. Why wasn't I notified? We all don't know how long he's been deceased. I'm quite sure it should have been some type of odor. Now that I have confirmation, I do feel a lot better.
Prosecutors say the medical examiner's office will do an autopsy, which could take months. There is still a $7,500 reward for any information leading to an arrest. Well, Jalen Griffin's family has gone through numerous tragedies. His mother died in September, and his brother was shot and killed shortly after Jalen went missing. On Monday, Jalen would have been 16 years old. A candlelight vigil for Jalen will be held at Memorial and Paderewski Drives in Buffalo at 6 p.m. Jeff Preval, News 4.
Thank you to Channel 4, WIVB, Channel News 4. Let's open it up for discussion. Cece said, I'm lost, so why did it take so long to find him? That is my question. And I have put a call out to the local police department here. I have not heard back from them. Once I hear back with their statement, I will let you all know. But I did reach out. I reached out to several individuals, have not heard back. So the information that I have is the same information that you can get via the internet right now. I want to open this up to discussion because one, I had a conversation from someone, from a woman, Marianne from the Western New York missing. She handles the Western New York missing. I may be getting the name wrong. And one of the things that she said is that there's these databases. One is called the NAMSU. I want to bring it up, NAMUS. And one of the issues with that database is that it is not maintained, meaning that, Bam Fam, I see your response. It's not maintained, meaning that if there's an update, being that Jalen was found, you may not necessarily see that update on the website. So some of the information may not be correct. Some of the information may not be correct. It's the NAMUS database. NAMUS.gov is the name of the database. You can go there and you can find, it's the unclaimed persons database. It's called NAMUSA. It's a free and secure database, but unfortunately, again, it's not maintained well. It's called the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System. It's the National Unidentified Missing Persons Database, and I'll put the link in the chat here just so you all can find out. There's so many questions here. He was found in South Buffalo in a residential neighborhood. Why was there no smell? Was he placed there? These are some of the questions that I have. And I did reach out to the Buffalo Police Department for a statement and have not heard back. So the information that I have is the information that you have available to you as well. So many questions. So first off, he went missing in August of 2020. It is now April of 2024. Where has he been all this time?
Was the body in a backyard or in the house?
They're not saying. They're saying that it was found in the house. They're saying that the body, and it was so decomposed that the only way that they were able to identify him is by his dental records.
Okay, now I have a question, another question. Did somebody was living in that house?
That too. Allegedly, there was someone at the house and they had a legal right to be there. So I don't know if this was an empty house. Sheffield is in South Buffalo. It's right off.
Okay. Understand where I know where that. My question
so you're
is
thinking about the area, right? Think about the area.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. The person was allowed to be there. Is that person is a part of the case of what happened? Did he know the body was there?
So many questions, bro. So many questions.
That's what I'm at.
So many questions.
Did he know the body was there? Did he place the body there? Do he know? Like, Come on now, like people need to, like, okay,
What's going
understand they
on here,
protected
right?
certain people because the retaliation and all that, but still, we need the family need to know something, not just
Mm-hmm.
us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's still a lot of questions. This is going to be an ongoing case. This is an open homicide, everybody. So if you are out there watching the replay and you know something, say something. There is still a $7,500 reward being offered. $7,500 reward still being offered in this case. So let's talk about this. Let's walk down this timeline really quickly because it's important and our children should be protected. He was walking to the store. So let's back up. He went missing August 4th, 2020. So this was during the time the world was shut down, right?
Was it
So
was
there were
almost it was the was it you said August? Yeah, it was
August
already
4th.
shut down. Yeah, it
Yep.
was already
Yep. So we were shut down.
we was already shut
Yep.
down. Yeah.
Like Cece said, like why when there are many cameras, that too. And there's definitely cameras in South Buffalo. There may not be as many as there are on the east side, but there's definitely cameras. I agree. Check the cameras. So let's walk down this time.
Yeah, yeah, we definitely got to walk down the timeline as she has some technical difficulties right now. But yeah, walk down the timeline because it got to make sense to me. It got to make sense at the end of the day. Something is not connected. Something, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but it got to make sense at the end of the day. Um, how his body is at a place where somebody is living there and was allowed to be there. That part. He this did he get? He went to the store on the east side, so somebody had to grab him on the east side and bring him to the south. Is that if I'm correct? If anybody, if I'm saying the story right, let me know if I'm right or wrong. I need to grab on to this information and figure it out because it got to make sense. Um, it was cameras in the store, but I mean, my thing is this: like, okay, did anybody go to the store to get the information from the camera from the store he was at? You know what I'm saying? What happened to that evidence? Or what happened to the evidence of the camera in South Buffalo? You know what I mean? Do they know? They might probably don't know about if he was in a certain type of car, unless they get that evidence from the camera from the store. Like this got to make sense. I don't understand. I don't understand. You know what I mean?
So let's walk down the timeline. I do apologize. I agree. Like, what in the F is going on?
Like,
So what they're saying is that the remains of Jalen were found inside this Buffalo home in the 100 block of Sheffield Avenue. Sheffield Avenue is right out this way in South Buffalo. He was 12 years old at the time. He would have been celebrating his 16th birthday on the 22nd. So he went missing in 2020, August of 2020. That was the last time he was seen. He was supposed to be going to a nearby convenience store. It says that he left his home around 11 a.m. and he was supposed to be going to the store. How many times you send your child to the corner store? Hey, cuz I see you out there. So they're saying that the remains were found by someone who had reason to be in this multifamily home, but did not live there. So it's a multifamily home. How long was the body there? Was it moved there?
It's not connecting, man. It don't make sense, man. It don't. What?
There's so much to this, and I am going to do a deeper dive. Again, I did reach out for a statement from the police department and several other individuals, but I can only talk about what is out there in the stories right now. I don't want to add more to it, but I do want to open it up for a discussion. This is a family discussion, everybody. This is a family discussion. What is going on?
We play cousins right now.
Okay.
You know, like
Okay.
what's going down with Cuz? Like,
Okay.
and like what you know, like what Cece say, you know, okay, you know, now back in the day we used to go to the store. We at 12 years old, we can go to the corner store. Like now we get to the point that we can't have our 12, 11, or 13-year-old boy or girl to go to the corner store to get penny candy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? To get a, go to the store, get your bag of chips in the pop. You can't do that no more. Look what happened with, you know, for example, with you know, Martin with the hoodie and the skills and the nice tea getting shot by police.
Trayvon.
We can't even go. You know, no, we can't do that. We can't take our kids to. You can't, none of my grandbabies not going to the store by themselves at age 12.
And that's sad because I was going to the store by myself at age 5.
Yeah.
So what is going on in our neighborhoods that a 12-year-old or any child can wind up missing for 4 years and then be found unlived? What is going on? And then he went from the east side of Buffalo to South Buffalo.
South Buffalo, wait, what? That's a ride.
And his body was found in this home on a multi-family home on Sheffield Avenue. What happened during that time from the decomposing of the body and the smell? You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is going on here? And then, you know, rest in peace to his mom who lost her life. You know, rest in peace, Joanne Ponzo, who until the day she left this earth, she tried to find out what happened to her baby. And then if tragedy did not touch this family even more, the brother ended up getting unlived.
And you think that unlife of his brother's connected to?
That's what I'm wondering. I don't know. So 3 months after Jalen went missing, his 18-year-old brother, Jawan, was fatally shot across the street from where they lived.
She said she heard it was connected.
See?
Okay, the other question is too, that's also need to be on the table. What caused this to happen? What happened prior to him getting abducted and his brother getting unlived? What was the what was going on?
This goes again into that. If you see something, say something. It is not snitching, everybody. It is not snitching. This baby lost his life. 12 years old. What could he have done? Hey, love, I see you out there, Shady. What could he have done? What could this 12-year-old possibly have done to warrant him losing his life?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Guilty by association?
Mm.
I mean, it does seem weird, and I don't know the story. Have not spoken to the family. All we can go by is what we have right here.
You're right. It's like
pull up on the internet.
Nothing in any shape or form or fashion of what we're talking about around is making sense. There's nothing connected. There's nothing. The puzzles is all over the place. We can't even start a border of this puzzle. We can't even. The pieces are just on the table all over the place. We don't even know where to start in this situation because this don't make any sense that a young boy is gone. His brother is gone. You know what I mean? What's going on here? Like,
Make it make sense.
You got to make sense. That's why you got to be careful of who you involved with, and that's including me. I'm very cautious. Like, I've been in situations where people call in or meet me here, meet me there. Like, no, we're not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm not don't get involved in certain situations. You know what I mean? I let things go. I brush my shoulders off, and thank God about my oldest daughter. In her case, she's very picky on a lot of things, and I thank God for my oldest daughter like that. But I'm trying to get my youngest daughter to also do the same thing. Yeah, to be careful who you are around or who you talking with. You know what I mean? Because I hear a lot of things about my youngest daughter from the streets more than I hear from her sister.
See, and
so if I'm hearing things, I know everybody else is hearing things.
Mm-hmm. It is
and I live in Pittsburgh.
Keep
I'm
your
not in Buffalo.
Yeah. You have to be careful. If you are out here in the streets, make sure you have to also know if you're out in the streets, you can potentially be setting someone in your family to be got. And I am not saying that is what happened here. Please do not take that away from this. All that I am saying is that be careful. Watch your circle and know that it is so much bigger than you. It is so much bigger than you. If you get into some stuff with somebody out in the streets, you have the potential of getting someone in your family involved.
Yep.
That's what I'm
Back in the
saying.
day, everybody used to look up on her. That's gone.
It's gone.
That's out the window because you don't know what that person is doing prior to that incident. Like you can't even get involved and help somebody, your neighbor, because something happened. You might see her or she getting beat up. You can't even get involved because you don't even know what's causing that.
Yeah.
And then you get involved in something because you don't know. Back in the day, we knew everything. We knew what was going on at the Parker family across the street. We knew what was going on the Gibson family next door. We knew what was going on at the McCutcheon family next door. We knew everything that went on. So if something came to our attention, we all knew what was going on and what caused the situation, and everybody used to come together to make sure that thing was all right.
Yeah, Cece said everyone is against everyone. That part, Cece. And why are we here now? Why are we at a point? This is what bothers me. If you do your history and you really start opening up your mind to the bamboozlement of what was done, we were kind of pitted against each other very early on. But we don't have to stay there. Why can we, as a community, not take care of our community? Why do we not do that? Why is it that our kids are not safe in their own community? This baby should have been able to walk to the store.
And you can't call the police. That's worse. You can't call the police. You say call the police. Call the police. I'm not calling the police on nothing that's going on in my life. I can't, because that's something worse. I'm a big black man. I'm 6'2". You know what I'm saying? 285 pounds. I'm gonna get George Floyd. I hate to say that. You know what I mean? And you can't even call the police to protect our kids. So who can we call to protect? Who can we call?
If we can't protect our kids in their community, who do we call? Who's going to answer for this 12-year-old baby life being taken away from him, being taken away from his parents, from his mom?
What it is. That's what it is.
And not knowing whether her son was gone or here.
Yeah, people live the shame and shame with each other. You got it right. But there's no solution for this though. That's the thing. That's the thing that really got me going right now. There's no solution. What's the solution for this?
Man,
we're pretty much stuck.
Right here. What Miana said. If we came together, we would be powerful. But instead, everybody, we want to crap on each other. We would rather crap on each other.
I understand.
Who's going to answer for this baby? I feel like the community too should answer for it. This baby should not be here right now. How dare we? How dare we make it where a child cannot go to the store? How dare we? We should be ashamed of ourselves.
Our minds is made up because of all the things we've been through, what's been going on these last solid 5 to 6 years since the pandemic and the things that have been going on. We made our minds up because of what's going on with the police and everything. Our minds is made up of how we got to move. Like we got to move different. We trying to do a positive thing, put positive things together, but even in spite of that, we still got to move different. Why we got to move different in the midst of us doing something positive? Why?
Oh, that's a word, bro. That's a word.
I don't understand.
That's a word. We talked about the Juneteenth here in Buffalo. That's a positive thing. But how many years was it met with negativity?
Yeah.
It's sad no one wants to come together because you rather share the shame instead of trying to figure out a solution. Ooh, cuz you on fire today.
Yeah, we can't.
You
Yeah,
on
that's my
fire
part.
today.
That's what I'm on. See, that's the part I'm on. Like, in the midst of us doing something positive and building something, this platform that we have, Green Links Media, and we have different podcasts and different movement going on in our organization. But it's not. I can't say it's a waste of time, but what I can say, in the midst of it, we still got to be extra safe because we saying something positive.
Yep. I not to bring this to a situation that ended up being negative, but an experience-filled situation. This past weekend, I felt that, I had my safety threatened, did not feel good because I
Mhm.
like to be supportive of people. But now I have to think about, okay, who am I supporting and why? What track record does this person have? What, you know what I mean? Like, these are things I have to think about now just because my safety has been threatened.
Yeah, and I understand and understand the process you've been through, and I'd accepted that. You know what I mean? Whatever decision you would have made, I still would have been cool. I still love you like a sister, but I understand because I understand what you've been through as being your brother and knowing, even though you know what I mean, you felt the way you felt. I had to respect that.
Yeah.
I can't get mad at that at all. Some people get mad and say, "Oh, f you, then you don't want to do it." No, no, it ain't that. It ain't got nothing to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
I've studied a lot of things in my life when it comes to mental health, when it comes to the people's lifestyle or what they've been through, what they trying to do with their life, the change they've been through in their life. From relationships to raising kids on your own to helping out your moms and your uncle and the things you do for the community and the things, all of that comes together. You know what I mean? So I'm a different breed in this thing. You know what I mean? Same thing when me and Ali Black talk. Like he know I'm gonna be me. He
Mm-hmm.
said he made it clear. Joker gonna be Joker. He's not gonna use something because we had a disagreement on something. He's still going to praise on what I do. That's
Mm-hmm.
different. I'm not, what I'm saying? It's like all these things. I separate everything. I separate podcast to how you feel. I separate the how you feel or what's going on. I separate everything. People
Mm-hmm.
got to do that in your life. Everything is not connected to what you're doing. Your job is separate from your family.
Mm-hmm.
Your family is connected from your relationship with your loved one or your boyfriend, soon to be husband or girlfriend or significant other, whatever you're doing in your life. It's you got to separate everything. You got to separate
Mm-hmm.
school system to what you're doing in the community. You got to separate everything in your life to have a better perspective of life of how you walk. Because if you connect everything, it's going to be a hot mess, and that's what's going on right now.
Yeah.
That's why
I,
everybody
I,
can't trust that person, or somebody can't trust that, or people can't. You know what I'm saying? Once you get that perspective in your life, everything will work better. Like with everything going on with me and my sister here. Because I separate everything. I don't put everything together. If she has
mm-hmm.
a mental breakdown, guess what? Let's separate the mental breakdown. We're not doing a podcast today. Mental health is first. No questions asked. I'm
That
not
part.
going. Yeah, I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to force her to do this. I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care how people feel in the comments afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
We're definitely going to continue this conversation, everybody. Like I said, I did reach out to the Buffalo Police Department that's handling the case, the homicide unit. Have not heard back. I'm going to continue doing my due diligence because I want to make sure that this story is tastefully done. I want to bring light. Well, we want to bring light to our kids are not safe and they should be. We also want to bring light to the violence that continues to happen in our community. Why? Why? Because it's our community. There's a line that Jay-Z says that you want to claim ownership over and hurt people over something that your mama renting. Come on now. Can we be smart about this?
Yes, it makes sense at the end of the day.
I love you
You
too,
know,
cuz
yeah, I
man,
love the man. I love everybody that's tuned in.
man.
I'm different. Some people say I'm crazy because I'm different the way I am. I separate everything because y'all, same thing I said about the J. Cole thing in the morning show today. Y'all not paying
Mhm.
attention to what he's saying. Y'all want to keep the beef going. Y'all want to keep the battle going. Him and Kendrick and all. No, pay attention to what he said. I need to go
Mhm.
back and watch that video. What he said. He said, "This don't sit right in my spirit."
And in spirit. Because he's one man. Listen, when you get, you know what I've learned? Let's just close this story out and then we can close out
Yes.
the show.
Yes.
Rest peacefully, Jalen. To your family. I want to extend this platform over to the family, whatever
Yes.
we can do here at Green Links Media to get the word out there. This family needs some answers. This family needs some answers. The community needs some answers. Green Links Media is open for you. If you all know anyone in the family or anyone's connected that would like to come on and just talk to not only who Jalen was, but how this is a baby's life who was cut short, and the family deserves to have some answers. The family deserves to have some answers, and we as a community need to do a better job at protecting our people. Protect the youth, protect the women. Come on, y'all.
Mhm. To
Stop
protect
stabbing
us.
each other in the
Yeah,
back.
protect us young black men that's out here that's
Protect,
actually doing
yes.
something right. Like it's a lose situation right now. I hate to say it. I don't know what the solution going to be. We have to move different. Us as
Mm,
Green Links, we have to move different because we doing something positive. When you doing something positive,
for
it
sure.
caused death. What happened to Martin Luther King? Look what happened to Malcolm X.
What?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, just to name a few. Look what happened to
Mhm.
JFK. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Malcolm X,
mean,
listen.
Malcolm. I mean,
When you start moving and flow, don't think that the enemy is not going to try and come at you. That
yeah,
that is for sure. It will try and
you
throw a
know,
monkey wrench or two or three or four or five in there.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And me, I'm gonna move different to protect me and my family and my wife, but I'm not gonna stop the mission that God called me to do.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
I receive.
If I got to get on life to do this, then well, let it be.
Mhm.
You know what
I
I'm saying? I'm
receive
cool with
that.
that. I'm
I
cool with that.
receive.
You know what I mean? But I'm gonna keep moving and I'm gonna keep on climbing this ladder while that ladder in front of me, step by step. I'm gonna reach that goal as long as I'm here, and I'm gonna be successful. I capitalize on everything. I'm always gonna win. I don't take no L's.
Oh, you better claim it, bro. You better
Yeah,
claim it.
you know what I
You better
mean?
claim it. Protect your energy. Protect your
Yes,
circle.
yes,
Just be careful who is in your circle. If you have people in your circle, just make sure you see them. One of my favorite sayings is, "I see you." You know what I mean? Because if
yeah.
you see a person how they are and move accordingly, then you know how to move accordingly. Everybody that you are around may not want to see you win, and that's just the simple fact of it. Everybody
Mm,
that you are around may not want to see you win. And there's going to be some people who are agitated just by your light, just by the presence of who you are. And what I do not want anyone to do, and what I told myself, is that you better not back down. You better not retreat. Continue to shine your light, okay? Put the devil under your feet, period.
yes, yes,
Period.
yes. And keep going.
Period.
Keep going.
Keep
Keep
on
going.
going. Keep on
Yeah,
going, everybody. Well, what you want to leave the listeners of the Vet Green Show? This has kind of been impromptu, everybody.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nothing serious, just talking. What you
I
want to leave
just
the listeners with?
all we have that I see. I think I feel now I understand what our people been through and our grandmothers and our great grandmothers been through because we going through it, it's repeating itself.
Mm,
And now I understand what they've been through. And only thing we have is prayer. That's it.
Mm.
We don't have nothing else.
Yeah.
We can't grab nothing else here on earth right now, the way things is moving.
Mm.
We don't have nothing. You know what I mean? We don't even have each other. And I hate to say that.
That's the sad part.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
the
all we
sad
have is whatever relationship you got with God. That's it. That's all how we can move. But we still gonna battle and still gonna push towards them things. You know what I mean? We're not gonna give up, but still, there's no solutions right now. There's no solutions on the table. There's no ideas on the table. There's nothing.
We gotta change up some things. I think what CC said, wake up, hello, okay, wake up, everybody. Wake up. There's so wake up, wake up, wake up. Ain't nobody go try and tear you down if they don't think that you somebody. There's not going to be people trying to throw salt in the game if you aren't doing something right.
Yes.
I was working on some content earlier, and one of the things I was in my self-talk saying, you know, a wake-up call is knowing that everybody's not going to like you. Everybody don't like Joker. Everybody don't like Vette. Shoot, people hate to see that painted drip come across that screen. How dare you? Who do Joker think he is? Like, how dare you think you somebody?
Yeah.
How dare you think, oh, you went from homeless, now you think you somebody? How dare you?
Right.
These are the things that people, man, listen.
That's it.
That's it. Y'all. Well, we are going to end this on that because I have an appointment coming up at 10:30, which is actually 11:30. I love y'all. Long life, everybody.
Yes.
Tomorrow morning show, 7 a.m.
7 a.m. the morning show. You know what I mean? Y'all go ahead and tune in, and we're going to continue to have this conversation. And I think it needs to be known. And you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Like, you know, what can we do but keep praying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just pray that we do have a solution or have some solid ideas on the table. We don't even have that right now. Ever since the George Floyd situation, there have not been no ideas on the table. Yeah.
Family, you know. We having a family reunion tomorrow right here on Green Lynx Media. Bring your solutions, bring your suggestions, bring your ideas, but don't just bring that. How can we put these things into play? What action items can we take? What can we do on a short-term level to try and change these things? One of the things that we can do now is telling people, not only rest in peace, Jalen, but what happened to this baby? And if you know something and you sitting there and you know something and you refuse to say something, you are a part of the problem.
That's it. There's a lot of that going on.
You are a part of the problem.
Yeah.
So I love y'all. Long life. I will see y'all tomorrow.
Yes.
Right here on Green Lynx Media.
Yes, no doubt. Y'all have a blessed one. And y'all continue to pray for the families. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Yeah. It's all about energy, man. Once you learn how to channel your energy, anything's possible. Yo, your boy active. I came back to put these rappers in the casket. Cause on this mic I'm a problem, I'm about that action. But I ain't shooting nobody, don't call it capping. I'm getting money so everybody should tap it. The new era, prepare, sharing this passion. Cause when I rap, I'm a monster, I'm trying to cash it. Beat the brakes off the pussy, her ass clapping. But then it's back to the money, it's no distraction. I'm on my grind every day and I love fashion. I'm from the 716 and we love spazzing. I'm trying to capture this moment, there's no caption. Gotta get it while I'm here, mama, they blasting. I be moving like a ghost cause I'm a savage. And I don't like these niggas fucking with my cabbage. Cryptocurrency, the urgency is massive. Get it, flip it, bouncing off it like a mattress. I told my people to invest and now they flashing. We from the hood but now we corporate and established. Y'all can keep on hating me, that's why I'm laughing. I'm still the best and you niggas don't want the traction. I don't play with little kids, I'm an assassin. Cause every time I touch the mic, I spit a classic. And I don't gang bang, I motivate the masses. Rest in peace, young dog, they did him tragic. Diamonds dancing off the watch, it look like magic. I'm in the metaverse, lyrically causing havoc. Wu-Tang call me old dirty bastard. I got a method, man, understand I got it mastered. Your favorite rapper just a stain on my napkin. And I ain't finished, better tuck your chain. The Grim Reaper, the keeper of lost souls. Still I'm unvaccinated, I sit on a cyber throne. The fuckery y'all condone. I stand alone as I stand against oppression. I'm a weapon when I explode. My detonation will levitate them. I'm unstoppable, prison walls could never break them. What do we have here now? The crowd at my feet, killing this beat. Hope they listen, I got something to teach. What do we have here now? Pain in the streets, enemies streets. So I'm trying to get this bread in my sleep. What do we have here now? I'll show you in focus, hoping y'all notice that I'm not fucking around this time. What do we have here now? More than a rapper, a meta lyricist. Buffalo in my spirit, I'm a beast, y'all. What do we have here now? The crowd at my feet, killing this beat. Hope they listen, I got something to teach. What do we have here now? Pain in the streets, enemies streets. So I'm trying to get this bread in my sleep. What do we have here now? I'll show you in focus, hoping y'all notice that I'm not fucking around this time. What do we have here now? More than a rapper, a meta lyricist. Buffalo in my spirit, I'm a beast, y'all. What do we have here now?